All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. And Lillian, I will ask you to unmute yourself and we'll start our presentation.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, dear members, and welcome to the AICI General Meeting that it's about to begin. If this is the first time you log into this meeting, you can expect a combination of a formal meeting and a more informal sharing of our results from the last fiscal year. This meeting is being recorded and the minutes will be published on the AICI website later. I would like to present the agenda for this meeting. Rachel?
Yes, the agenda is on screen.
I don't see it.
You don't see it. Okay. Let me change my share settings. Can you see my screen now?
I think we will. Yes, now
Okay.
we can see it.
Excellent.
Well, here is the agenda for this meeting. We will start with an official welcome and opening. Then we will approve the minutes of the general meeting in 2021. You will get a financial update dated on May 2022. Then the individual board members will share the results within their area of accountability. They will present the new things that we created during the last year. Later, our Executive Director, Rachel Kwasniak, will introduce the 2022-2023 International Board of Directors. We will recognize the outgoing board members. And at the end of this meeting, we will be available to answer any question that you may have. Please, if you have any question, type them into the chat box below and use the message to all and preferably in English. And please, your phone, put them on mute. Okay, can we pass to the another slide? Okay, here we are. Well, dear members, my name is Lilian Bustamante and I am the International President 2021-2023. On behalf of the International Board of Directors, I have the honor to welcome you to the Annual General Meeting 2022. I'm very proud to present the achievement of the Global Board and the different committees that have supported us during this year. The 2021-2022 period has not been easy as we have continued to experience the impact of COVID-19 has had in our community, affecting the renewals, the recertification, and other income sources of our association. However, foreseeing these events, I can say that we have made very good decisions that allowed us to have a healthy association. Next, we will listen to our VPs who will give us a summary of all the achievements and future plans we have for you. I now officially call the annual membership meeting to order at 9:15 Eastern Time. On the screen, you will see our 2021-2022 Board of Directors. Can we see the Board of Directors?
Can you see my screen?
No.
This is very odd.
Yeah.
Let me try to fix this one more time. I can see it, so let me see if I can fix it one more time. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. On the screen, you will see our 2021-2022 Board of Directors, a team of great people who generously gave their time, energy, and passion to the association. And they are me, Lilian Bustamante, Gail Morgan, Secretary and Philanthropy Chair, Catherine Baxter, Treasurer, Marta Risco, VP Membership, Fernanda Lucchesi, VP Marketing, Sue Donnelly, VP Education, Ray Sung, VP Certification, Olin Juarez Lim, VP Business Development, Silvia Cigliano, VP Conference, and Aleli Valerio, VP Chapters. Next. Due to business or personal reasons, a number of our 2021-2022 board had to resign during this year. So I would like to take the opportunity to thank Ferial Joachim, Christine Schuk, Valeria Dostali, and Michelle Begonia for their time and commitment whilst they were on the board. And before continuing, I would like to recognize the work of two members who will leave our board. One is Gail Morgan, whom I would like to distinguish with the award for excellence in leadership. Can we? Yes, okay. Thank you, Gail, for all your work. To distinguish with the award for excellence in leadership. Gail joined AICI in 2011 and has worked for 6 consecutive years as secretary, supporting, guiding our board members. She has also shaped the philanthropy function and collaborated in many committees like the ethic one. Gail, thank you so much for your support and especially for your loyalty. I hope you enjoy your award. Can you continue?
So thank you very much. I was not expecting that. I'm very honored. Thank you, Lilian.
You deserve it.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Right, I have to concentrate now. Copies of the minutes have been published on the AICI website. I move to approve the minutes of the 2021. Oops, I can see what's going on now. Annual membership meeting.
Wait a minute.
Oh, sorry.
I'm
sorry. Oh, sorry. I'll go back. I'll leave you. Thank you very much. I will come back later.
Okay.
I don't know what order things are going now, so that's fine.
The other recognition that I would like to deliver today is the exceptional leadership. For the Exceptional Leadership Award is to Olin Juarez Lim, our VP of Business Development, who becomes the president-elect in July 1st for the period of July 2023 to June 2025. She has been the VP of Business Development for 2 years, having many achievements in her role, such as attracting many sponsors and raising a total of $44,000 to date. She has shaped several programs, such as D&I. She has led several events, such as International Women's Day, Pride Month, Black History Month, Image Consultant Day, and others. It is currently in the project of aligning our Code of Ethics with AICI's mission. Aline, thank you very much for your support, a new idea that have helped shape the position of business development.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Lillian. This is that is a surprise. I thought I was going to report. I saw my face. Thank you so much, Lillian, and thank you to everyone. Thank you.
Okay. Now I'd like to ask our Secretary Gail Morgan to present the last year's meeting minutes. Now you go, Gail.
Sorry, everyone. I'll get back on track. Okay, so copies of the minutes have been published on the AICI website, and I move to approve the minutes of the AICI 2021 annual membership meeting. And I now ask Lillian, the President, to make a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes.
I'd like to request a motion to dispense with the official reading of the meeting.
I move to dispense the reading of the minutes and to approve the minutes of the AICI 2021 annual membership meeting. Catherine Baxter.
Do we have a second?
Yes, I second the motion.
Thank you, Sue. I have a motion and a second to dispense the reading of the minutes and to approve the minutes of the 2021 annual membership meeting as presented. Is there any discussion? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed say nay. Okay, the motion is carried. Thank you very much. I would like to call upon Catherine Baxter, our AICI treasurer, to present the results of the year-to-date financial report. Catherine?
Thank you, Lillian. Copies of all AICI financial statements and year-end tax returns are available at AICI headquarters, where they are archived permanently. I now ask the president to make a motion to approve the financials ending May 2022 as presented.
I'd like to request a motion to accept the financial report ending May 2022 as presented.
I move to accept the financial report.
Do I have a second?
I second.
I have a motion and a second to accept the financial report as presented. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed say nay. Okay, the motion is carried. Thank you. Now, I would like to ask our current international board to share with us, with our AICA member, some of their key achievements this year. But I'm going to break with tradition and start with my report, as there are many interconnected changes and updates that have happened this year. So I will share a resume of this first. Let's see our goals. Well, our goal is to keep growing in a sustainable way and to be always to work always according to our mission. Our accomplishment has been, we put focus on our expenses since the pandemic affected our members. This is why we made 3 important changes that allowed us to reduce our expenses in 124,000. The main change was to make the decision of changing our administration company, EWOD, and sign a contract with IIM, a very prestigious company that, besides allowing us to save more than $88,000 a year in administration, have streamlined many processes, have organized the financials by codifying the accounts. Although we did not increase in number of members, the reducing of expenses will give AICI to have a profit for this year. These savings permitted us to reduce the CIC exam from 375 to 310, with the idea that more members can get their first certification level. Also will allow us to reduce the membership fee starting July 1st. That will be announced by Marta Risco. With the consultant company, Team Asia, the board and other AICI members had a workshop to define and redefine our purpose, mission, and vision to actual time. We finished a 2-year task of updating the key terms according to the new core competences. And I would like to thank Rita Vlieger, Lynn Marks, Kimberly Law, and Deborah King for their help and dedication, and also to more than 30 members that helped us with their knowledge, the organization, and that actually are working in the translations. Next, please. Okay. I would like to thank our 2022 nomination committee chaired by Carolina Bejar and to Eva Koik-Erdipek, Valeria Dustali, Vivian Singh, and Rachel Jordan. Thank you very much for your work. We started in July 2021 with the Sustainability Committee that is chaired by Susie Bayonol from Argentina, Buenos Aires chapter. And so far, we have more than 20 AICI members from all over the world. On it, a software company donated to AICI their application to upload all the sustainability initiatives that chapters have, and this will help AICI to select those chapters that are working more in these topics. Next, please. Here, we can see all the members that are part of the Sustainability Committee. We also have a symbol that is the bee. The Sustainability Committee has made many accomplishments, and to name some of them, next please. In August 2021, we made the first papers by the Sustainability Committee in the English version. And during 2021, the committee has had participation in Asia conference chapters like Argentina, Australia, Peru, Malaysia events, and other AICI events, and they have participated as speakers and panelists. In March 2022, on it, the new application was launched, and many chapters are working with it with the help of some of the members of the committee that are teaching to chapters how to work with that application. In May 2022, the Global Sustainability Committee is working on the second paper that is going to be announced in the next months. During the year, many chapters program their activities, including sustainability. During this year, we have been invited to many chapters events and we have given to support to them. With OLLI, we have met with chapter boards and presidents. With our board have decided this year to have an on-site conference, taking in account the opinion of many members that want to get together with their AICI friends and to do some networking and of course, learn from others. The site we have chosen is the Caribbean in Dominican Republic and in a resort that is Punta Cana. And we are very proud that we have been able to have the best ever reduced fee for an on-site conference. We have many more accomplishments that will be explained by each of our VPs. Now I would like to present some of our future plans. We will keep making some adjustments in the membership fee. We are designing a plan to attract more universities for their students to join AICI. We have a plan to work with department stores and search a possibility of alliances for giving more benefits to our members. We are evaluating some platforms and applications that will allow China and all countries to be connected. We are creating a committee that will work in standardizing the image consultant topics. During the second semester with Shuba and Fernanda, we'll start with a project to have an AICI magazine like Harper Bazaars, Elle, Cosmopolitan, Vogue, that will also allow to have many sponsorship from them. We will finish the creation of the Image Academy that Sue will talk with more detail. With Ray, we'll create a committee to update the CAC exam with more questions according to the new key terms. We will continue supporting our AICI mission with D&I and sustainability projects. And we will keep putting an eye in reducing expenses. We are also updating the Code of Ethics according to our new mission. This project that is being led by Aline and Gail. Thank you very much. And now I would like to introduce Gail Morgan, our AICI Secretary and Philanthropy Chair, to share her report with us.
Thank you, Lillian. And I'm sure you'll all agree, AICI, both the global board and our members, have achieved some amazing things this year. And there are some fabulous initiatives for the future. Next slide, please. So as secretary, I'm involved with many projects behind the scenes. I'm here mainly to support the president and board members with their work and their goals. I serve on the executive committee, which is an honour, and it's fascinating knowing that we are there supporting and helping our members and building the reputation of AICI worldwide. One of the many projects I've participated in this year has been working with Lillian and Olan to streamline the core values and review the codes of ethics and conduct. Not easy, but vital work for the future of the organisation. One of my monthly tasks is to write and collate the international board meeting minutes, ensuring that they're an accurate reflection of what was discussed and agreed at our meetings. And my annual task has been to collate and create the AGM slide deck you are seeing today. And I would like to say thanks again for the award, but as I step down after almost 6 years on the board, I'd like to thank all the board members I've been honoured to work with, and thank you for your membership, your friendship and support. But lastly, philanthropy is a wonderful excuse to go out into the community and to do some good work with people and to spread the word of AICI. So please get involved, see what you can do with your chapter to support your local community, and just spread the word and share what we do with the local community, as I say. So now I would like to introduce Catherine Baxter, our AICI Treasurer, to present her report.
Thank you very much, Gail. So I am new to the International Board, and I'm just in my first half a year of service for 2021-2022. And I also serve on the Canada Chapter Board. So I am familiar in a smaller part with the treasurer role for AICI, but now I'm in the global role, and it's so much more interesting. I've been here to support the president's goals under the strategic plan, and I continue to learn and support financial discussions. I am a researcher at heart, and I'm proud to say that I may not know everything, but I will research and learn. I am here to provide full support to other VPs and all of their programs, and I assume the treasurer function mid-year this year, so I'm really looking forward to things moving smoother and even more fluidly next year. And I supported the financial transition to IAM. We had weekly meetings because there was a lot of things that needed to be discussed to realign ourselves, but also it was a lot of information sharing on things maybe we weren't sure of, or it was new to us. So we made some really great decisions for all of you. I have worked with IAM to establish the new accounting system requirements. I've assisted our president with financial meetings with IAM on a weekly basis and now bi-weekly. And we've had these financial meetings to discuss our global requirements for all of us. We have prepared our budget of 2022-2023, and that will be in place shortly. And we will start publishing our statements and moving forward with a budget that was created with more knowledge from the executive and board. Monthly financial statements reviewed are for the board meetings. We have monthly financial statements that are published in a timely and accurate fashion. And our financial reviews on volume and price of membership have been invaluable to us to be able to look at that and move that forward to you. And I have had the joy and honor of participating on the executive committee, and all of these accomplishments are due to the assistance and the camaraderie that has been shown to me by the board in helping me to learn and grow in my new role. Thank you. And now I would like to present Martha Risco, our VP of Membership, to present her report. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. Hello, everyone. I would like to thank all the VPs of the board and all the VPs of membership of all the chapters, because day by day, all of you contribute to the mission for the benefit of the members. And next, please. This year, we have very good news. As Lillian said in advance, we all know that we have new administration officers, IAM, that has allowed us to make savings that we are passing on to the benefit of all members. And next, please. We have had drawbacks and remands of the pandemics, but we have been able to maintain the number and distribution of the members, and we continue to grow mainly in Latin America. We have now 1,262 members as June 2022, and the 38 to 40% are in Latin America. Next, please. I want to mention now the 6 of the main achievement of this last year, and that we have improved the welcome packet, that is available on the web and by spreading the benefits to all the new members. Novice membership has grown 10% from last year, mainly in Brazil. They are making an amazing work, and we need to talk with them to ask how are they doing that great work. At the next face-to-face conference, we will recognize the Member of the Year of 2021, 2022, and 2023. So we continue to collect nomination and see you all in Punta Cana. And next, please. With Lillian and Rachel, we have worked on a new registration page, more simpler and with a fewer steps, and above all that works well in the ASEAN chapters. It will be available in August this year. We are attracting agreements with major university, which will provide us a regular members, and the first batch of new 50 to 100 members will arrive in November. The most important achievement, and which I've been working a lot, and I have to thank all the board for your support, is in the redesign of the membership. We want to make everything simpler, everything easier for the member, and for this reason, it is a great joy for me to announce the new price of our membership. AICI new fee is $240, and the new payment will be $22 monthly. We are withdrawing the quarterly payments because they have caused us a lot of inconvenience, but we are implementing these monthly payments that will be more comfortable for all of us. And the only restriction is the first year is mandatory. So if you join with this monthly payment, the first year you have to pay the 12 installments, and then you can go. Novice and distinguished members remain in effect, but we are going to review if there are more things to come. And next, please. I want to give a special thanks to my membership committee who review and approve the program of the schools that refer as novice members. Dominique Isbescu for the application in English, Shana Pecoraro for those in Chinese, Viviana Aguayo in Spanish, and Via Vinciprova in Portuguese. As you know, I am at the service of all of you. Please do not hesitate to contact me and for any matter related to your memberships. I would like to introduce Aleli Valerio, our VP chapters, to present her report.
Thank you, Marta. Good morning, everyone. As VP chapters, my main mission is to support the chapters in daily basis to achieve their goals, to continue to grow and help them pass through the difficult times, as well as the creation of the new chapters. Next, please. We are aware the pandemic is still affecting all of us in several different ways. During these special times, some of our chapters require special support and guidance, and I have conducted several meetings with them to create together the strategies they needed to go through their challenges. Despite all the challenges our leaders face, I am happy to officially announce the creation of 2 new chapters. Please help me officially welcome India Mumbai chapter and Korea Central chapter. I have to especially thank Sana Dubey and Song-Hee Cho for their leadership, and congratulations to both of them and all their team that made these 2 new chapters possible. With these 2 new chapters, we can report that by the closure of this fiscal year, AICI has presence in 74 countries all around the world with 38 chapters. I have to say, I consider myself the luckiest one of the board since I have the biggest team of volunteers. If we count the complete board members of all the chapters, we have more than 300 volunteers. So let me take a minute to thank and present to you the chapter presidents of these fiscal years, as they are the ones that keep AICI moving and growing all around the world. Thank you. I really want to thank you, chapter presidents and all the board's members, for your great job and commitment during this period. And with this in mind, we will also like to officially welcome our new volunteers for the chapter boards. They will start office on July 1st. We wish you all the best and the most of the success on this new task. Please keep in mind that we are here to guide you and support you. So please don't hesitate to reach us in case you need support. Of course, we cannot miss our 9 city circles, and I hope they will soon become chapters. Thank you to the City Circle Connectors as well. I would like to continue presenting some of the BP chapter achievements that include the update and distribution of the election process for the chapter boards, as well as the special support provided for some chapters through the election process. Some of our chapters leaders might have noticed the transition from EWAL to IAM implied a lot of work and patience from all the parts. I supported and guided IAM through our chapter processes and procedures so they could start the activities. And as we work together, we discovered some improvements. We are still working on implementing them to make everyone's job easier and faster. Rachel and John, thank you very much for your support and patience on this task. As part of the new process, we simplified the rebates calculation. So from now on, the rebates will be calculated based on the 20% of the chapter membership income of the fiscal year. Just a kind reminder to our chapter leaders, please be sure you fulfill your requirements to get your rebates. We will be in touch with you in case you need more support and information with this process. We are also working on several projects, which include the update of the chapter bylaws, the update also of the Code of Ethics, and we will soon send the final documents for you to sign. Thank you to Gail Morgan, Olen Juarez, and Lilian Bustamante for their support on this special task. We are also working on giving the chapter leaders all the tools they need in order to successfully manage the chapters and provide them with special leadership training that will include a walkthrough all the AICI procedures and chapter governance, including all the activities, description, and leaks they need to perform their responsibilities, different leadership trainings, a special board succession plan, and I want to thank Olen Juarez for her support on this task, and more topics for the leaders. This training will be mandatory for the new boards, so please be sure to take them once they are released. As we know, we have been using Zoom accounts for chapters and virtual meetings. On the last couple of months, some chapters faced difficulties with their accounts due to the new Zoom configuration. With the support of Rachel, we found a way to temporarily solve these issues, and we are still working to find the best option for the chapters virtual meetings. Hope we can bring you some big news soon. And we are already working with Sylvia to bring you the very best conference ever at Punta Cana. Last conference, chapter ambassadors team proved to be a huge help. So we are creating again a special team to support us with the conference promotion among the chapter members, the chapter conference ambassadors team. Thanks to the members that have already joined this team. If you are interested in volunteering as chapter conference ambassador, please be sure to contact me. You can send me an email to bpchapters@aici.org. And we're always looking forward having the best experience for our members at Punta Cana. Hope to see you soon and everyone there. I want to present a special recognition to the close members of my team. Claudia Lucila Vasquez is the actual ACOR chair. She will be helping all of you with this process. And Claudia, you have been a tremendous help on this special task. And Viviana Aguayo. Viviana is our City Circle connector and is always willing to promptly support the City Circles connector with everything they need. So if you're interested in creating a new City Circle, please be sure to contact her. Thank you, ladies. And now I would like to introduce our fabulous VP Marketing, Felukesi to present her report.
Thank you, Aleli. Good morning and good night. We are working a lot to develop annual materials that could help to promote conference in Punta Cana, magazine, Image Consultant Day, Angel Fund, International Women Day, Pride Month, and also day-by-day marketing visuals to promote our high number of events, certified members, ABC content, also translated it to Chinese. We launched the Trend Hunter Committee that is taking traction to give us more before trend fashion information in our social media, monthly news, and our website articles. We are working with a very good external team to really help us be the mission, living and showing to the market our new mission, vision, and proposition. We also updated our very old market operation manual to represent the new era. We created an AICI PPT presentation that helps all chapters to explain about AICI in events and to the new members. Next, please. We could not do any of that if we did not have a marketing plan, which we shared with all marketing VPs and related that help them to follow our lead and grow locally. We have a stronger connection with all chapters VPs in our WhatsApp group, WeChat, by email, and regular meetings. All marketing VPs and related have access to all materials I talked about it in Google Drive and Canva. I am excited to share with you how we could increase our visibility in our social media, as it is a very important tool for all image consultants now on. We reinforced Instagram and LinkedIn as they are growing a lot right now, especially LinkedIn. With all daily activities in those platforms, we could increase more than 1,100 followers on Instagram and more than 400% followers in LinkedIn. And we are using a lot, much more. In LinkedIn, we are strong on Philippines, Brazil, and New York. Also, the main professionals that follow us are professional trainings, coaching, apparel and fashion, construction, IT, and consulting. We will keep investing efforts to increase our platforms, work with external professionals to increase our visibility out of AICI, and helping all chapters with materials and planning to work together with us and be more active and also grow more. I want to thank my incredible volunteer team. Without them, everything would be more difficult and not that fun. Thank you, girls. Raíssa Fernandes from Brazil, Shuba Joshi from India, Maria Pinola from Argentina, and Stills from New York, from USA, and Denisa Besic from Argentina. I would like also to introduce you all to our new VP Marketing, Shuba Joshi, as I am assuming a huge responsibility being the next Brazil president. So Shuba is with us for 2 years, and I'm sure she will prepare to assume this challenge and help us even more. I'm very happy to give this opportunity to someone that is giving so much to AICI. And lastly, do not forget to follow us, to tag us on social media and share our content, as we all to make it sure to do it together so we can travel around the globe together. Thank you so much. And I would like now to introduce Sue Donnelly, our VP Education, to present her report.
Thank you, Faye. It's a pleasure to be here with everybody. Next slide, please. When I stepped into the role of VP Education, I had a mission, and that was to provide quality educational that was accessible, affordable, appropriate, and aspirational, regardless of location, your level of certification or experience. And this has continued to be my aim. So one of the main areas of concern over the last 12 months was the time and expense taken to process any CU applications and any reapprovals. So the whole process really needed to be streamlined without losing any of the quality that we have come to expect. So firstly, the CEU manual has been updated with language and forms that are much easier to understand. The core competencies have been extended to allow a breadth of topic when you're putting trainings together. The approval process is now much quicker and more rigorous. Each new application is given a dedicated mentor to help with any amendments prior to going to the CEU administrator. Programme renewals now require no additional information unless the content has significantly changed. So because of this, the approval time has become speedier, and it has definitely cut the costs of the administration process. For anyone that's never applied, so this is people who are presidents or VP education in the chapters, a step-by-step instructional video in multi-languages is available now on the website, and this will help you if you're not sure what to do. In the past, allocation of CEUs to member profiles has taken up to 2 months, sometimes even more. I'm really thrilled to say that we now aim to do this within days of the PTEs being received. I'm also happy to report that we've extended the offer given to approved training providers last year. So all training programs that were originally written as an in-person or classroom event can have a virtual option added for no additional cost, as long as the content remains exactly the same. Pre-pandemic, each form of training would have been treated as an individual application with an additional cost. And lastly, and I'm sure Ray will talk about this a little bit more, 0.8 CEUs is now required as a standard part of the CIC certification process. So extending your education has become even more important. So my heartfelt thanks go to the CEU committee. Claire, Reet, Priscilla, Nellie, Christina, Josephine, and my special thanks especially go to Karen Brunger, who recorded the instructional video and has really helped me with all the updates, and it was a lot of work. Also, a really special thank you to Lindsay Albeln, who is our new CEU program manager, and I'm sure many of you have been in contact with her recently. She has worked miracles since the change of our management team, so thank you everybody. Next slide, please. So the success of last year's conference meant it was crucial to continue educating around those themes: diversity, sustainability, and innovation. And I'm always excited to report that this is happening with the new DEI and the sustainability committees. So many thanks to Olin and also to Susie, who's also already been mentioned, for the integral part they play in keeping these alive. Many chapters are building upon themes of business and personal development, and so are our monthly teleclasses. The latter are free and provide a convenient and interactive way of extending both your knowledge and your expertise. The current teleclass recordings are now available in multi-languages, so if English wasn't your first language, you can now hear them probably in your own. So please check them out for yourself. And I have to give many, many thanks to Martha Risco for her help in setting this up. We are always looking to the future, and the Trends webcast, which is also free and twice a year, has now come under education's remit. There's also a series of on-demand webinars, and these continue to be available and are a great way of earning extra CEUs if you need them in your own time and at price points to suit your own budget. Next slide, please. So the success of the teleclasses and the webcasts is due to the work of AICI's wonderful moderating team. These fantastic volunteers don't just host a session. Each one works diligently to find and schedule inspirational speakers with innovative topics, and they also transcribe the content. And they run the teleclasses in their own way, according to their own personalities. So they're really learning on the job while doing this. And it's obvious each one of them really enjoys what they do, as they've been with me for a couple of years now for the most part. And actually, this is where I started. I started as a moderator, and look where I am now. Thanks, Aleli. She's to blame. So these are a great asset to AICI, and it really is a pleasure to have them in my team. So let me take this opportunity to introduce and say a huge thank you to each one of them. So we've got Ray, Ellen, Jana, we've got Doro, Carla, and Viola. And I'd also like to say thank you to our True Trends moderators, Sylvia and Neha, and also, while she's not on here, to Giselle Foulet, who worked hard behind the scenes. So what's next? So there are a number of exciting initiatives in the pipeline specifically aimed to promote your growth as an individual and as a business. I said last year that I wanted to make education more sexy, and I still do. I'm still preparing to launch the Academy. I just had a few little setbacks in the last 12 months, but we will be launching the Academy in this next 12 months. And we will be increasing the scope of education on offer, creating two-way external partnerships and alliances, and assisting our own training providers to expand their own reach. Obviously, one of my main priorities in the next few months will be to find speakers and keynotes for next year's conference, Creativity in Action, and the call for speakers will be due shortly. I am also looking for volunteers for speaker support. So if that appeals to you, please contact me. It is vital that we keep up to date with trends, as Faye said. You know, who are our clients and what do they need from us? So we've got the trends moderators and also Faye's new trend hunter committee, researching and investigating the knowledge so we remain viable and valuable for the future. Succession is important. And the moderator team has 2 new members. So I would like to welcome May Chan and Claudia Sandoval Contreras. And I look forward to tuning into their teleclasses in the next few months. Lastly, I just want to make this point. None of us can work in a vacuum. The board is made up of individuals with differing skill sets, and we work in alliance with one another to produce the best results we can for you. So I personally want to thank my fellow board members and to all of you out there who have helped education grow and thrive. It's been a pleasure and a privilege to serve you and the rest of the board over the past year, and I look forward to doing so over the next 12 months. So I would like to introduce Sylvia Sigliano, the VP Conference, but I believe she's not here. So I am going to present her report on her behalf. Okay, so Sylvia's mission then is to organise the AICI 2023 conference, connecting people from all over the world in a face-to-face environment, to provide quality education, opportunities to network, and to create a feel-good factor. As Lillian has said, it will have been 4 years since the last global conference of this type. We know money's tight, so it's crucial to minimise the cost of attendance while remaining aware of any of the health issues remaining around the pandemic and how that might affect us. Next slide, please. So much has already been achieved. The conference theme, Creativity in Action, is the lens that will be used for everything conference connected. The conference centre has been contracted with amazingly low rates for attendees while continuing to offer a high quality experience. In conjunction with the VP Marketing, Groovy has produced the logo, the first artworks, and the launch video, which hopefully you will have already seen. The Save the Date campaign was launched on the 6th of June, and a recording of it is available if you missed the relevant information. The promotion of the conference has already begun, including a schedule of lives on social media throughout the next few weeks. This is where you can gain further information, and questions are answered by the relevant board member. A waiting list for anyone wanting to attend has been created, and the link is provided on a later slide. So why Punta Cana? Well, the theme of the conference is creativity in action, so it made sense to be creative when choosing location and the overall ambiance that we wanted. This is the first time a conference has mixed both work and leisure at the same time. Punta Cana is both English and Spanish speaking, so hopefully will appeal to a high number of members. There is easy access with many direct flights from around the world. AICI has a dedicated agent representative to assist with the conference logistics and will also help arrange tours or excursions of the local area if you so wish. Another first is the all-inclusive price. The early bird price of US dollars 798, if you purchase before the September the 15th, will include not only the double room, but all your food and drink, as well as all the conference activities that you would expect. You can also pay in 2 installments. So that sounds pretty good to me. If you miss this offer, the price increases. Between September the 16th and March the 30th, it goes up to 918 US dollars. And if you miss that, from April the 1st, it goes up to 1,008. And unfortunately, with these 2 rates, you also need to pay the whole amount up front. So that says to me, it's a real incentive to book early. If you want to stay for a longer time period, AICI can access a special rate of US dollars 108 per night. And I think that's up to 3 nights, I'm not sure. Of course, while you're there, you'll get the chance to meet international colleagues for networking, learning, hopefully making new friends, and definitely having some fun. And more importantly, from my point of view, there is the chance to earn your 2.4 CEUs. And that's important if you need to renew your certification. Opportunities abound to be a speaker, a sponsor, an exhibitor, and/or a volunteer. So next steps. Well, finalize and conclude the marketing plan, set up the web page and the payment platform, send out the call for speakers. You need to know the other important people. So that's Monica Bravo, who's the new VP Business Development, and she will be looking for anything to do with sponsorship. I will be looking for speakers. Aleli has already said that she is going to be looking for the chapter and ambassadors. And you'll see there at the bottom of this slide, that's the link for the waiting list. So if you want to make a note of it, that's where you need to go if you want to be informed about what's going on. Next slide, please. So the team so far then are Aisha Correa and Pamela Espinosa. And I know that Sylvia is keen to have as diverse a team as possible. So she is looking for volunteers from all over the globe, just so that we get access to different viewpoints. Okay, and there's just a few little shots of what we can expect for Punta Cana 2023. I'm excited and I hope you are as well. So let me hand over now and introduce you to my colleague, Ray Zhang, who is VP Certification.
Thank you, Sue. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Hello, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be with everyone here today. So as VP Certification, I started my term in January of 2022. Next slide, please. And my mission is to first establish the portfolio review standards and streamline the certification process. And second, to increase the number of certified members and increase the market awareness of AICI certification. Next slide, please. So with awareness of our mission, I would like to express my greatest gratitude to our certification team. They include our CIC reviewers, Lizzie, Cherise, Rosario, Jessica, Gilda, and also our previous VP certification, Michelle Bergonia, and Sonia Duby-Diwan, our Business Power Insights for certified members, and Lane Marks, our CIM resources to go to, as well as our external reviewers team who works behind the scene. I would also like to thank all the chapter VPs, certifications, and educations. It's a pleasure to work with all of you to support members for certification. And I also would like to thank my colleagues on the board for guiding me to get familiar with my role. So despite the pandemic and all the difficulties from July 2021 to June 2022, we were still able to welcome 28 new CICs and 6 new CIPs. And also, we had 28 CIC renewals and 13 CIP renewals and 2 CIM renewals. We look forward to welcome more certified members in the following year. During this process, my role is to fully support every candidate and make this experience a smooth one. But please also do remember to plan early and submit 2 months prior to the due date. Next slide, please. Therefore, I'd also like to draw everyone's attention to these following important points and changes. First of all, starting from March of this year, 2022, there is a prerequisite for applying CIC, just as Sue mentioned. That is, you need to have 0.8 CEUs dated prior to your CIC application date. So this is to relieve the pressure for the professional preparation part in your CIC portfolio as well. And then secondly, the core competences have also been updated, and you can always check them out at our website. Thirdly, we now have a new online test platform and proctor that is called Prometric. With this new platform, members from all over the world can have a smooth access to the exam, both virtual or on-site in their exam center. So when register the exam, make sure you select the correct venue for the exam. We also have language support for non-native speakers. Just make sure when you apply, you apply for a language support when you register for the exam. Yeah, next slide, please. So last but not least, I would like to remind our certified members the following important points. First, the certification is up for renewal every 3 years, and the deadline for renewal is June 30th of the 3rd year. So make sure you log into your member profile and renew your certification prior to the deadline. And then to renew your certification, you will need to pay for the fees, which is $300 for members of all levels of certification. And also you need to have at least 2.4 CEUs to renew. So due to pandemic, we understand that many of our members suffered difficulties of jobs and wasn't able to renew their certifications on time from last year, from the 2020 and year on. So therefore, we're now offering a one-time reinstatement without penalty until September 30th of this year. So for those who didn't renew your certification in 2020 or 2021, you can do it now without having to pay for the extra reinstatement fee of $500. This is a great save. So make sure you take this opportunity and renew your certification. And make sure in order to do that, you do still need to have a minimum of 2.4 CEUs. And then be sure to check out our maintain your certification, how to maintain your certification on our website under the tab of maintaining your certification. And furthermore, like I said previously, my job is to fully support everyone for their certification. So if you have any questions regarding the certification, renewal, or reinstatement, please do not hesitate to contact me. I'm here to support. Now, I would like to introduce my colleague, Oling Horace Lim, our VP Business Development, to present her report.
Thank you, Ray. Hello, everyone. Great to see you all. Well, I'll be seeing you all in a while. So business development last year had a great start. And for the second part of our term, we aligned our goals to AICI strategic plans, and they are to support the President's goal under the strategic plan, to continue the purpose and programs developed from 2020-2021, to provide full support to other VPs and their programs, set and exceed the target for partnerships, and develop new collaboration and new income streams. Next slide, please. Our accomplishments are the following. For governance and operations, we developed a sponsorship toolkit, which we translated in Spanish, Japanese, and Chinese, and trained the chapter presidents and conference ambassadors. We thank our members who helped us with the translation. We also work on the new mission, vision, values, and brand narrative of AICI. We were key in identifying our partner in this, which is Team Asia. For education, our task was to aid VP Education Sue Donnelly in searching for diversified content and increased revenue streams for the Academy. We contracted a training provider to provide education and income opportunity for AICI and help identify 2 more companies for the Academy. So the Academy is really raring to go next year. We are also part of the Fashion Forecast team, bringing free CEU, sponsored, of course, by the Angel Fund. Next slide, please. For chapters and to support the VP Aleli Valerio, our mission was to establish a succession plan for chapters. We created a succession plan handbook guide to be distributed to the presidents and their board. Video and training to be scheduled. For marketing, our goal was to increase public relations. We have been working closely with VP Fe Lucchesi on several projects, one in which is to help implement the communications plan for our new mission, vision, and values. This is the first time AICI is working on a strategic communications project, will not only be targeting and attracting the right audience and sponsors, but also providing valuable content in different streams. We also source vendors for the digital online magazine, as the board's vision is to elevate from our current flip to digital magazine. It will eventually be our prime asset as it reaches readers on a global scale. It will be an engaging way to hold a reader's interest, generate revenue through banner ads, click per pay programs, links, affiliate programs, mailing list, and editorial and sponsors opportunities. We work on a PR sponsorship contract with Eastern Communications that allows us to use the press release machinery for our AICI events. All this is to cement our status as a credible resource to the community. Next slide, please. On DEI, our new chair is Sonia Barnes. She is a returning member, and we are very pleased that she accepted the role of chair. We would like to thank David McKnight for his service. The first project of DEI was to propose the change on AICI's membership form to include the diversity of our membership. We also held the first Black History Month event last February with the Instagram Live focused on visibility, wellness, and business. An article on DEI for the AICI magazine was written also by Nahima Washington. We released a video, What is DEI? And credit to Kathleen Lazaruk for her contribution. Translation was done in Chinese and Spanish, and thanks to Ray Zhang and Carolina Behar for the translation, and OJL Consulting for producing the edits on the video. Last Friday, we celebrated Pride Month, and thank you to Sue Donnelly for our speaker, Taz Thornton, and we also had Bob Satawake, and for the work of Sonia Barnes, Edwards Bice for spearheading the event. Credit also to Vivian Singh and Saibel Vibutika and the whole DEI committee for their contribution. But all of this would not have been possible also without the help of Fernanda Lucchesi and, of course, Shuba Yoshi of marketing. Up next for DEI is the release of calendar of events and a members toolkit. Now for the Angel Fund. The Angel Fund, DEI, and Sustainability Committees collaborated to celebrate Image Consultants Day last November 21. We had Yasmina and Therese Brown and our very own Veronica Michelle and Carolina Behar. We thank the ICD event team headed by Susie Bellonol and David McKnight, and a very diligent speaker support Anusha Safira, and Michelle Bilodeau. We sold merchandise to celebrate the event. The total Angel Fund donation for 2021 alone was $3,258. And credit goes to the following for chapters: Singapore chapter, Malaysia conference team, Tokyo chapter. And for top merchandise purchases, we had Hong Kong chapter and Thailand chapter. And of course, the personal contribution of our members are also there, and we thank you very much. And they would like to remain anonymous. Angel Fund also celebrated our first International Women's Day event last March with a powerful speaker on the UN theme, Break the Bias. And that is, our speaker was Dr. Yvonne Thompson. Again, we credit Sue Donnelly for connecting us with her. And we had 185 participants in attendance. And based on social media analytics, this event is one of the best performing content that inspired, engaged, and educated our audience. This only proves that with much preparation, coordination with teams, and member support, we can achieve the best results. Through this event, we were also able to get Eastern Communications to be our 3-event partner for $3,000. We donated 500 of that to the United Nations Women's Fund for Ukraine women. Additionally, I am currently undergoing negotiation with partnership extension with Eastern Communications. Angel Fund also sponsored free CEU program with Fashion Forecast last April and will continue to do so in October. On the goal of establishing mutually beneficial partnerships with other organizations and creating other revenue streams, we ran an information campaign with all chapter presidents to orient them with business development strategy. We also introduced the value of analytics and data to help us understand the how, why, what of things. We updated the media kit and sponsorship packet for 2022. We recently partnered with Nordstrom for their independent styling program, wherein qualified members can now earn commission and can have access to in-person support for appointments. Details of that will be released soon. We would also like to thank our annual sponsors, Hue and Stripe. Thank you, Craig Nordstrom. Universal Style International. Thank you, Alice Parsons. Eastern Communications, Blaine Corporation, and our featured training institute, International Image Consulting Institute. Thank you, Neha Malhotra, for your trust and confidence in us. Thank you to all our sponsors. And now, for the business development-driven income. As reported last year, the total income generated from June 20 to June 2021 was $31,559.39. This year, total income generated from June 2021 to June 2022 is $12,508. Which the breakdown is, the total Angel Fund donation for Image Consultants Day was $3,528, and our sponsors and ads of $9,250, which makes a total of $12,508. So our total sponsorship for over 2 years in our term, 2020-2022, and perhaps the most challenging time for income and sponsors with the pandemic is, like what Lillian has reported earlier on, $44,067.39, making us garner the highest business-driven income to date. Yes. And I could not have done this without the fabulous business development team. Please give them a heart or a shout out or a clap. Neha Malhotra, Ashwin Dewan, Michelle Bilodeau, and Jana Palamisami, I think I got that correct, also who was part of our team. Thank you guys. You are all very awesome. You know my becoming OC has driven you so much, and thank you. And this is all the result. Thank you also to Lilian Bustamante and the board, the IAM team. Rachel, thank you so much for always being there for us. And you and our members, of course, you, our members, for all the support. First off, I would like to thank Lilian personally for the award early. That was totally unexpected. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I am now signing off as your VP for Business Development. I could say it's mission accomplished, and I hope I did you all proud. I would like to hand back to Lilian Bustamante.
Thank you, Aline. Well, it has been a pleasure to work with you all this year, and I'm sure you will do an excellent work as president-elect. We will work together on that. Well, now I would like to pass over to Rachel Kwasniak for the installation of the new board members.
Thank you very much. My name is Rachel Kwasniak. I became the AICI Executive Director last year in 2021 with IAM, and I am very happy to be working with the Board of Directors and learning more about the association. And one of my favorite things so far is learning how we can streamline and innovate to bring new features to our members and make everything easier to use and to participate in. So it is my honor to welcome the installation of our 2022 to 2023 International Board of Directors. Here are our lovely team. And first, I just want you to look at everyone's smiling face. We'll introduce everyone in 2 more slides. So I would like to read this out loud and have everyone agree with this statement after I am finished. So, as a member of the AICI International Board of Directors, you agree to uphold the goals and purposes of the association in a manner consistent with the highest standards. You agree to perform the duties of your office as outlined in the association bylaws. You agree to respect the personal and professional opinions of other members. You agree to undertake additional duties as directed by the Board of Directors. You agree to uphold the highest standards of professionalism as outlined in the Association Accreditation Code of Conduct and standards of professional behavior, and not use the position of office for personal gain. Board of Directors, do you agree to these statements? Please say aye.
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 Does anyone disagree? That's great. So it is my pleasure to announce the 2022-2023 AICI Board of Directors. As our continuing president, we have Lilian Bustamante. As our new president-elect, I am very happy to welcome Olin Juarez Lim into the role. Welcome to our new secretary, Sonia Dubé Duan. Thank you to Catherine Baxter, continuing as our treasurer. Welcome back to our VP of Membership, Martha Risco. Welcome to our new VP Marketing, Shubha Joshi. And a welcome back to Sue Donnelly as our VP Education. Thank you to Ray Zong for continuing as our VP of Certification. Welcome to our VP of Business Development, Monica Bravo. A very hearty welcome to our new VP Conference, Sylvia Scigliano. And welcome back to Alali Valerio as our VP of Chapters. And so we also want to give a great thanks to our outgoing board members. And I will hand this back to you, Lilian, to provide a thank you to these individuals.
Okay, Thank you, Rachel. With the start of the new financial year on July 1st, 2022, Aline will be moving from her position to VP Business Development to President-elect, and we will say goodbye to two wonderful people who will not be continuing as international board members. Thanks to Gail and thanks to Fernanda for all your work and all your dedication to our AICI board. Gail, thanks for working as secretary for almost 6 years. And thank you very much for Fernanda for all your work as VP Marketing over the 3 years. Fernanda is going to take the presidency of the chapter Brazil, so she will have a lot of work also working with AICI, with the largest chapter that has more than 200 members. So good luck, Fernanda, for this. And thank you to all the volunteers of AICI. That is not a woman's show. It is not an international board show either. We as AICI members together create the organization, whether it is on a global level or a national level or a local level, online, live, or on the phone. I thank you, all of you who contributed to AICI during last year. To name a few, the team of the Global magazine. I would like to give a special thanks to Anne Steele, who has been working on this as the editor-in-chief of this magazine, and she is leaving her position now, and I would like to welcome Wendy Lee, who is going to be our new editor-in-chief. To give thanks to the teleclass and webinar team, the people working in the background of our certification, the people organizing our AICI chapters and city circles, providing a local member experience around the world. Thank you to our CEU providers, professional trainers, who chose to have their training accredited by AICI. Thank you to our D&I and sustainability committees. Thank you, sponsors. Also, if you are not on these groups and you contributed somehow to the association in your own personal way, thank you very much for doing so. Sometimes completely behind the scenes and without recognition. Thank you very much. Last but not least, I want to thank you, our Executive Director, Rachel Kwasniak, and the IAM staff for running AICI on a day-to-day basis. And a special thanks also to John, the CEO of IAM, that has helped a lot with our financials to keep them updated and to know where we are at this moment with our financial. That is something that we used not to have on daily basis. This concludes the AICI 2022 annual membership meeting. Can someone make a motion to adjourn?
I make the motion to adjourn the meeting.
Thank you, Marta. Do I have a second?
I second the motion, Catherine Baxter.
Thank you, Catherine. I have a motion and a second to adjourn. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. The motion is carried and this meeting is adjourned at 10:34. Thank you. And now we have some time left to answer some questions. If you have any questions, please add them in the chat so we can answer the questions for you. Rachel, do we have or are there any questions so far?
All right, let's take a look. There's a lot of thank yous from all of our members, especially to certain committees, the Sustainability Committee, Diversity and Inclusion. Everybody has much kind words to say for the work that you have done as a board in this past fiscal year. So on behalf of the members, thank you all to our board members. I'm looking at the chat to see if there are any particular questions. I don't see any just yet.
There is one that I see from Vivian Singh. It's regarding the question, will Canada be included in the deal with Nordstrom? Fortunately, you are included with the deal for Nordstrom because there are only selected hubs that Nordstrom has given us, but we will provide you with the list of the hubs that's going to be included in the letter that's going to be sent out, in fact, to the presidents by Aleli. I think she's just preparing that because we just had a couple of loose questions with Nordstrom and, you know, figuring out also how overseas can participate. So we are just waiting for their answers, and then we will give them back to you. So yes, Vivian, Canada is part of it.
Okay, I do see another question. Are there any programs to encourage and increase chapter interactions?
Yes, usually chapters are invited to promote and invite all the members to their events, to their online events. So that's kind of interaction. And we are also planning the training leadership for the boards, and that will be interaction between boards chapters. So I hope I get your answer. I couldn't see your name, but if you have any ideas, please be sure to contact me and we will work them out. Thank you.
Excellent.
And also I know that some chapters, like in South America, they have a chat where they invite each other to their events and they share some ideas also. So this chat can be enlarged. I mean, to be we can welcome other chapters presidents.
Yes, Lilian. On the chapter events, usually most of the chapters, when we have online events, they invite not only their members, but everyone is invited, all AICI members. So we've been working for the last 2 years since the pandemic to create a community within all AICI, not only chapter by chapter. So we are trying to do our best on that.
Yes. And also I know that the membership BBs, chapter membership BBs have also a chat, so they can share some important news, a way of working together or things like that. So we can increase the number of members in those chats and update them with the new board members that will come in July.
Excellent. We have a few more questions. I will answer the first question. The new membership fees and changes will be available July 1st, 2020.
July the 1st, it will be available on our website. Everything will be okay for that day.
Oh yes, and there will be plenty of marketing and emails, so we won't let you miss it.
Okay.
Another question is, what plans does AICI have to market outside of the image consulting community to make the importance of certification understood to the general public and corporations?
We are on that process by working with some universities. And also one of the idea of having an e-magazine with a lot of sponsoring is to promote AICI outside of AICI. So people can know us better. And also we're in a communication plan with Team Asia that is working for that. To contract a PR is very expensive for us. So at this moment, we cannot contract a PR, but we are doing in other ways that help us to promote AICI in the world. I don't know if someone would like to add some information about this.
I would like to add, Lilian, it's Felucesi. We are also organizing our Facebook and social media ads with this organization. So we're going to start doing some sponsorship materials to the market, to market people that really want to hire an image consultant, and also to advertising to people that want to be an image consultant. So we are doing both now on. So we aligned everything in the system, we hired the company, and now we're going to start to do that. Also, we aligned marketing in our marketing plan. We organized all the ideas to chapters work with us on alliances with others associations, also organizing different events to different public, so we can grab more people from out of AICI so they can know us. Also, we are working very hard to make the chapters as well work with universities, so we can, and also local PR. So everyone, if they can do their local PRs, they can help us in one. So we are doing by ourselves, and we are really giving the information to all the VPs, marketing and related. They do have this information to doing their chapter, so each one is working together. And also we are organizing better our website articles, and also the online magazine that is going to generate more traffic to our Find an Image Consultant page. So we've been working, and we have more plans to do that as well. Thank you, Elena.
Yeah. And if I may add, I will concur with what Fernanda has mentioned. And if you have heard our reports, that we are actually, in fact, since June of this year, last year, it was 1 year already, that we have been trying to do our communications plans very strategically. We don't have a big budget like other companies would have, to blow on marketing and PR. We don't have that. That's why we are very strategic in the sense of how we put our content out there, how we are able to utilize our own resources and assets. And we have to make sure, we have also the support of chapters, because Global cannot do it alone. So it is in the sense that we are already having a plan, trying to see, what is going to be beneficial for everybody, yet at the same time, that's something that we can afford. So while we do want to be able to do everything, believe me, we tried it, but the cost is just really high. And it's pandemic, I cannot get that many more, sponsors. I'm trying to reconnect with other sponsors to do their PR work. They do their PR work for us as well. So, we've been very strategic in the way that we deal with our sponsors and partners as well to help us out. So it's always more of collaboration. And this is the part where the chapters will have to collaborate also with Global in order for us to be successful in fulfilling all of this out. Thank you.
Thank you, Ellen. All right, I think we'll take 2 more questions. There's been a couple comments about the timeline for university agreements and partnerships. Martha, would you like to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, we are starting with the university in Mexico City, but we still cannot publish the details because as soon as we sign the agreement with this university, we will make it known and work to replicate it with other universities.
Excellent. So this will be like a template. So
yeah.
Yes, that makes sense. Okay, another question is, how do new consultants get the proper mentorship to build their portfolios? And I am assuming this is in context of their certification portfolios. Alyssa Browning, you are the one that asked that question. So if you'd like to put some clarification on that, please feel free to type it. But this might be for Ray. How do new consultants get proper mentorship for their portfolios?
To answer that question, I think it's always good to go back to our certification process, as where we also have a requirement for the professional training and preparation. So whoever is providing you the proper training, they would be a good mentor for you, basically. And another good venue to get your mentor is obviously coming to our conference to meet everyone from all the important seniors in our industry. So that is also a good way to build your rapport and also make connections with the masteries. So I hope I answered that question.
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you.
Well, that is the conclusion of our question and answer section, but by all means, if you have more questions, please feel free to reach out to the individual board members or send a question to info@aici.org, and we will make sure that you have the information you need. But keep an eye on your email. There will be a lot of announcements coming up, and I think July is going to be a busy month for all of these changes. So without further ado, I hand it off to you, Lillian, for any closing comments.
Thank you, Rachel. I just want to thank everyone for coming to this meeting. I hope you like all the announcements that we have done, and stay tuned for our future plans that we are working on them. And I hope that next year, in a day like this, we can proudly say that we have met all our goals. And well, just to thank you once again, and this is the end of this meeting. Thank you to our board, thank you to our members, thank you to our committees and all the volunteers that we have as AICI. And I hope we can see you in Punta Cana. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely morning, afternoon, or night. Bye-bye.